Ask almost any veteran player, and they'll tell you 2014 to 2017 was the golden age of Roblox. This was before layered clothing or throw avatar. Back when the platform still felt like a giant creative sandbox made by the community. It was a time when everything felt more personal, more connected. Legendary titles like Lumber Tycoon 2, Murder Mystery 2, Prison Life, and Welcome to Bloxburg were just starting to gain traction. They weren't overrun with monetization or limited time events. They were simple, raw, and addicting. Each one offered a new world to explore, and the only goal was to have fun, whether that meant building, surviving, or just role-playing with your friends. There were no daily login rewards, no streak systems, no shiny UGC limiteds flashing across your screen every 5 seconds. Instead, players explored freely, jumping from one random game to the next. Not for badges or Robux, but because the games were actually fun. Back then, obbies weren't full of paid checkpoints. They were challenging, chaotic obstacle courses that tested your patience and skill. Tycoons didn't come with game passes. You earned everything the hard way. And simulators? They weren't even a thing yet. There was no algorithm to tell you what to play. You discovered games by word of mouth, by browsing the front page, or by seeing what your friends were playing. Builders Club was still a core part of the experience. If you had it, you were considered a serious player. It gave you a sense of pride, a daily Robux income, and access to features that felt special. Tickets, or ticks, still existed until 2016, giving players a way to earn currency just by logging in or having people visit their games. Community events during this era were unmatched. The egg hunt wasn't just a game, it was a cross-world adventure where you visited dozens of games to collect uniquely designed eggs with creative challenges. Halloween events gave you actual goals, new maps, and spooky content. And the summer games and winter games were major moments every year, where Roblox felt more like a festival than just a platform. These weren't just marketing stunts. They were made by passionate developers and Roblox staff who wanted to create something magical for players. Even the site itself felt different. The layout was basic but charming. Game thumbnails were real screenshots, not overproduced renders. You could read comments on game pages. Some were helpful, some were chaos, but they were real. Private servers didn't cost a fortune, and you could launch parties or create groups without needing a premium subscription. Roblox Studio was accessible to everyone, and even if you only built with free models, it still felt like your creation. There was also something special about the player community. You could hop into a random game and instantly start talking with strangers. There were no clan wars over limiteds, no Twitter drama about UGC items, just kids having fun, building games, and sharing moments. The toxicity that dominates some parts of the platform today hadn't taken over yet. And when Roblox hit milestones, like reaching 1 million players or announcing a new feature, it felt like our victory. The player base celebrated together. It wasn't a corporate announcement, it was a shared success. Roblox still felt small in the best way. You could message developers, get replies, and even play with them in-game. There was a sense that anything was possible. You could become a builder, a scripter, a popular creator, or even a developer if you just kept learning. By the end of 2017, things started to shift. Mobile began to dominate. Games became more monetized. Events turned into sponsorships. UGC was introduced, which brought new creativity, but also opened the floodgates to copycat items and spam. Tickets were removed, and Builders Club was replaced with premium. Slowly, the classic feel of Roblox began to fade into history,